Chevy City Express LS. And if you need to do the rear drum brakes, I'm sorry, but I already did the drum brakes, but I'll give you every single little information that you need to do. All right, first of all, you don't need to have any special tools. I got a lot of tools for brakes, the drum brakes, but all I did was ignore this screwdriver here. I didn't even use it. I use this little retainer remover right here, this to remove this. You don't even need this. You could use some type of a tool like a plier to push it in and turn it. All right, this all this does is remove these retainers. And then I use this cutter to just grab these springs, and all I did was force off the springs with this, and I pulled off. This is the first spring I took off. All right, then I have a flathead screwdriver here. Right in back of this, right here, there's like a little retainer that's connected to the emergency cable, which is this lever right here. You need to open that and push it out. If you need to cut it, if you have a new one, buy a new hardware kit and replace a new one. That's a squeezing little thing. It goes on the back end here, but it goes just like around like this one is. Then it squeezes, holds the piece, it locks the piece in. All right, guys, and that's that. And then I also use this little guy right here, and I use this to pull these springs off. All right, and I'm gonna be using this to adjust the brake. All right, so I'm gonna be adjusting the brake with this. So if I go up on this, I'm on the passenger side like that, this is gonna open up the brakes. It's gonna tighten the brakes. All right, so I'm gonna adjust the brakes with that once I put the drum on. Other than that, what else did I do? I put a little bit of grease on each point where this brake shoe sits on. So I put grease on the end here, somewhere in the middle here, in the bottom of down here, and also where this brake pad sits. All right, so the first thing that I did was I took off this spring. I used my little cutter there, and I just yanked it off. You can even pull this up above both sides, and the spring will just come off by itself. Remove the retainer here, remove the retainer here, right? Put that to the side. And then you don't have to remove none of this, all right? All I did was I pushed both of these shoes down and I bring them out over here, right? And then I removed the little retainer in the back. And to put the shoes in, I put the first shoe in, I put the retainer in, and I put the second shoe and I put the retainer in. The little spring in the back, what I did was I put one side in, and then I grabbed it and I put the other side in, and that held my shoes together and close as possible, right? And then I stuck in this little the shoe adjustment little mechanism, and I put that in. And after that, I put the big heavy duty spring in there with the little, this locks up. This is like a lock for the adjustment so it does not go back. So that's it, guys. You can even build all this outside and just slide it in just the way I said you could slide it out, right? Maybe on the next video I'll show you exactly what I did step by step as it's on the lift and as we're working on it. But I had done it because my camera was low on battery at point, and the customer brought his own parts. He was missing parts, so it was running back and forth. All right, so the best thing to do is do one side at a time. All right, as you can see, let me take you to the other side. I completed the brake job here as well, right? So the reason why I said do one side at a time is because sometimes you need to see how this spring goes, because you took it out, you don't know how it goes, all right? And you need to see on the other side. It's like a little guide for you, so you go back and forth, all right? And once you get used to it, then you could remove them both. This brake job was very easy, so I could have removed them both, but I did it one by one anyway, even though I'm experienced and I've been doing this for a long time. But anyways, let me talk a little bit about these springs, all right? I'm gonna go back to the other side because I have a seat to sit on. Excuse me, guys. All right, so let's talk about these springs. All right, see this long end of the spring here? This needs to be on this side because the adjustment screw has to have a clearance. If you put it the opposite way, this spring is gonna hit on that. All right, same thing with the spring in the back, guys. All right, the adjustment screw needs a lot of clearance, so make sure it's in the back, not in the front, guys. And also don't forget to put the grease in, guys. And when you're putting the drums on, make sure the drum is clean, like the surface inside here. You clean it with the brake cleaner, parts cleaner, because this has oil on it, and if you don't clean it, it's not gonna break, it's gonna slip, the shoes is gonna slip. So there we have it, guys. The brake job is done and complete. So all I'm gonna do is I'm gonna adjust this, and I'm gonna put the drum on. Right, so let's talk a little about adjustment. All right, so before you put the drum on, make sure you know which way you have to turn to lock up, to open up these brake pads. All right, so what's a good adjustment? All right, the good adjustment will be adjusted all the way, and once it grips onto those drums, just come back 1 or 2 threads, 1 or 2 clicks or 3 clicks, and that should release the brakes, and that'd be the perfect amount. All right, and when you're turning the wheel, once you have the wheel on, you should be able to turn the wheel freely. But if you turn it and you let it go, the wheel should stop. All right, like it should make a turn and then stop. All right, it shouldn't just keep going. If it keeps going and going, that means your brake shoes are loose. You need to readjust them. Also, a couple of more things, guys, and then we're done. All right, let me just hold on my light properly, and make sure you grease them back there. If you don't, it's gonna probably metal to metal, it's gonna squeal. Make sure you check down here. If you pop off this little fella right here, all right, let me not pop it off because I already did that. Just take a pick or something right back of this, you know. Let me just try to get it out of there. Right now I'm trying to hold the camera and everything. Right back here, there should be no fluid. All right, so just take a peek in there, take a peek inside here. There should be no brake fluid. If there's brake fluid behind this little rubber boot, you have a problem. Pretty much you have a leaking drum cylinder here, and you have to replace that. In the back, it probably got a couple of screws and brake line. Simple job. You don't even have to remove the brake shoes. You could just slip it off and slip it in. Simple as that. All right, and another thing is, if there's a rust down here like this, just get rid of it, guys, while it's open, because you don't want to drive this car. These little pieces will hit. All right, if they do hit, you're gonna have a little squealing, some type of noise pretty much, and you don't want that. All right, and you don't want to put it back up on the lift. All right, guys, so thank you, guys, and subscribe. If you need more information, please send me a message. If you have any questions, send me a message, and please let me know what you think of the video. I should have had done it, I know that, definitely, but I'm trying to make the best of what we did already and what we have here. Anyways, thank you for watching, and thank you for the support, and please do subscribe and tell your friends, or let your friends subscribe. You know, the more people we have sending messages, the more information, the more knowledge we will have. Well, one more thing, guys, I forgot about this. Make sure you clean the surface over here with the wire brush and put some grease on it. That way the drum can sit flush on it, and it's not wiggling, so you don't want no pulsation in the pedal. So clean this and put the drum on, put a little bit of grease on it, and put the drum on, and make sure your adjustment is nice and good. All right, guys, thank you again. Subscribe. Bye bye, and I'll see you on the next one.